You know, when it comes to alcoholism, you'll never find an alcoholic in the bar. Not in the end, anyway. They're always going to be found in isolation. I don't think I've ever had a call for an alcoholic where the person said that they spend all the time at the bar or at parties. They're all drinking at home. They're all isolating. You know, at first it's fun, then it's fun with problems, and then it's nothing but problems. Not just for them, but also for their family. Alcoholics isolate. This is also why families be like, hey, can they have a private room in treatment? I mean, you can, but more isolation. You know, not to go off on a total sidebar, but it wasn't the coronavirus that killed us. It was the human isolation. It was bringing people apart. It was no human touch, no human interaction. Yeah, on screens, but not physical. Humans are built to be together. They're not built to be set apart. They're not built as solitary things or solitary beings. Humans need people. And when your loved one is isolating to an alcohol or drug addiction, that's the worst place for them to be, because the only person they're with is themselves and with their dysfunctional thoughts. And when that happens, they're not going to get better. That's why when we talk about doing family interventions, it's about getting that person out of their isolation, reminding them who's involved and who's being hurt by this, but also reminding them how much they're missed and loved and how much you would want them back in the family. When it gets to the point of isolation, they are so far down the path of alcoholism or drug addiction that it's not going to self-correct. Once they move from the fun at the bar and party to the inside their house or in their basement or wherever they sit drinking, just thinking about how horrible life is, that's when you're going to have to bring in a professional with your family to pull them out of that. Isolation is extremely scary, and I don't want to mess it up, but I think it's something along the lines of, you know, an idle mind is the devil workshop, meaning when you're by yourself in your own thoughts, especially that in the mind of an alcoholic, it's a very, very dangerous place for somebody to be, and we've got to pull them out of that.